The dark reality of Andrew Tate's rise to fame. So I saved this video for last. It's currently like 11:40 and this is 30 minutes long, so it's worth it, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's worth me staying up, getting no fucking sleep because I wake up early as shit. Because I'm a big fan of Patrick TC. I feel like he has some of the best, like, documentary, right, type of videos, insane editing, and he always has like a balanced point of view on things, right? He's never like what's the word, biased, right? Like he has like a non-biased point of view, which is really hard to find nowadays, bro. Me included, you know what I mean? Like I'm putting my biases in that shit, but this is 20 minutes, 29 minutes long, bro. Why am I still?
Is currently the most viral person in the world. Andrew Cobra Tate is currently the most viral person in the world.
Bro,
more
facts.
people are searching for him, Kim Kardashian,
you can't debate that shit, bro.
Joe Biden,
you can't
and the
debate
entire country of Romania, which is where he currently resides. He gained over 2 million followers in the past few weeks, and that doesn't even represent how much dominance he's had over all of social media.
No, bro, for real. Who else has had this? You know what I mean? Like, I don't remember anybody, in my time at least, literally becoming this viral this quick. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I think like not even a month ago, right? I never heard of him. I reacted to one video, and literally every day after that video, he's everywhere, bro. All over my YouTube, all over my Instagram, bro. He's everywhere, bro. I don't think I've ever seen some shit like that.
Past few months. Why? Well, every couple of years, social media gets introduced to a new self-proclaimed alpha male, red pill finance expert who flaunts his lifestyle.
Yeah, right, because we had these type of people before in the past, but like, bro, the level that he's doing this shit at has never happened, bro. Ty Lopez was big, but not this fucking big, you know what I mean?
Work ethic, who is idolized by a community of other males online. But Andrew is not just a typical phony that's pretending to be something he's not for a little bit of YouTube views and Instagram followers.
I think actually that might be the biggest factor, right? Is like, he proves all this shit he's talking about, bro. Like, he lives what he says. He's not like, you know, like a fake guru type of shit, bro. Unless he's actually secret, you know, hiding that shit, but I doubt it, bro. Like, it's like he put receipts, right? He shows us his receipts to all the shit he be saying.
He really is a multi-millionaire. He really is a kickboxing world champion.
Yeah,
but he's also
exactly.
accused of being a money-laundering Romanian mafia ally who runs a global sex trafficking business while selling his
allegedly,
Make
right?
Money Fast course, dubbed Hustlers University, to his millions of followers. Most videos covering Tate just focused on the surface-level stuff he says for views.
That's facts.
My chick said I want to do OnlyFans.
They mostly focusing on the chicks though.
All right, give me 8. All right, cool.
Why would what woman is going to give you 8 grand?
Because you're my woman. You're doing OnlyFans. You're selling my product.
Your product.
Yes,
The
correct.
women, it's not
Next
your
question.
possession. No.
That's the world we live in now. Females are entitled and fucking lazy.
Another thing I learned is that women are only loyal to the dick they're sucking.
He says these shocking and bewildering ideals to get a rise out of people. Those reactions, whether they're good or bad, lead to more views.
Exactly,
and
bro.
obviously fame
No
and followers.
publicity is bad publicity.
As old as time.
I know exactly what I'm talking about all of the time.
He isn't playing a character. He does believe what he says. But the way he says these things is calculated.
That's
you
the
can
thing.
find hours and hours of content where he sits down and talks about things like
he's a
should you
very
let your
skilled
girlfriend
talker, bro. He's skilled at talking. Like, he knows what to say, how to say it to get the right reaction out of you, bro. And that shit's fucking, he's smart as fuck, bro. He's a genius.
go to the club.
In terms of marketing,
and
he's a
can your
genius.
girlfriend have a guy best friend? But I want to go deeper. Where does this behavior come from? Why does he have all these shocking allegations against him? Let's take a look at the dark side of Andrew Tate.
Okay.
Andrew's father, Emery Tate, was described by his peers as somewhat of a superhero. He was a staff sergeant in the U.S. Air Force. He was fluent in Russian, Spanish,
Like Captain
German,
America
and
superhero?
English. A martial artist as well. But most notably, he was a chess international master who had many victories over grandmasters. A grandmaster is the highest level you can achieve as a chess player. To this day,
the fuck, for
chess
real?
world is confused why he was never officially a GM when he met all of the qualifications. Emery was a trailblazer and inspiration for black.
Don't you gotta be like smart as fuck to be a chess player, bro? You know what I mean? Like, no wonder, bro. That's where he got that shit from his dad, right? The
chess players around
brains.
the world. Unfortunately, chess doesn't pay the bills. Emery was poor. He competed in tournaments and pickup games in the park for money to get to his next location or next meal. He raised his 3 children to think like him. Think of life like a chess match. Every move is calculated, knowing what 1, 2, or even 10 moves will come after that. Emery was nomadic, multicultural, and free. He encouraged his children to be the same way. Andrew grew up in Gary, Indiana, notoriously one of the worst places in America. He took a liking to chess.
from the UK,
At
bro.
age 5, he was an Indiana state champion. At 6 years old, old, he was playing against 3 10-year-olds and winning. Then at age 11, his parents got divorced,
Bro,
and his mother moved him and the kid.
No wonder he's you know what I mean? Like from a child, bro. He was instilled with that type of mindset, you know, that mentality. No wonder.
Luton, England. This is where he
That's
would
a
grow
big
up.
thing,
Living
bro.
with his mother
Like-
meant that he
Like getting influenced the right way at a young age is a huge fucking what's the word? Advantage, right? Like having that type of mindset super young when most people don't get that type of mindset until they're older. Bro, that's a big advantage in life.
no longer had a chess coach. He no longer spent 3 to 4 hours a day with his dad learning strategy. All he had was his younger brother Tristan, which altered his life path immensely.
It altered
He
his
picked up
life
fighting
path?
around age 15, which became his new passion. Fighting and chess are similar in 2 ways. Each sport is a one-on-one battle between 2 people. There's
True.
basically no luck involved. Every move,
True.
movement, punch, and piece move needs to be calculated. Your opponent must react based on your choice. The biggest difference is that
That's a great fucking comparison, bro. I never thought of chess and fighting that way, but that shit is actually true. Right? There's no luck. It's all skill. And it's based on the reaction of your opponent and shit like that too, bro. That's a great fucking comparison.
that fighting is obviously physically demanding and mentally challenging, whereas chess is only mental. Because of his chess background, he was already mentally ready. As he grew tall and strong, he obeyed his trainer and worked to become a 6'4", 200-pound kickboxing mixed martial artist. In the early 2000s, he fought in an MMA league and a kickboxing league. He had a 3-2 amateur record in the MMA Ultimate Warrior Challenge in the UK. In his pro MMA debut, he knocked out Shane Kavanaugh. However, he stuck to kickboxing since he made more money from it. In his International Sport Kickboxing Association career, he lost his first 2 fights, then went on a 4 consecutive
much do
win
you make
streak
from
before
kickboxing,
getting
bro?
a title shot against Paul Randall in 2009.
No, 'cause they say
he
the
won the Cruiserweight
UFC fighters only pay
Championship
the
in
shit.
this
How much do
bout, then he
kickboxers make?
defeated Daniel Hughes for the IKF Cruiserweight title. But before social media dominated our world, someone like Andrew had to resort to more classic media like radio and TV to get his name out there and promote fights. Around 2009, he explored the world of reality TV. The Ultimate Traveler was the
Damn,
first
bro,
show.
how crazy is it that I completely forgot about reality TV? And one of the shows I watched when I was growing up, right, was like the Jersey Shore and shit, bro. That reality TV was everything. Like not even that long ago, but most people already forget about that shit, bro. That's crazy.
Andrew appeared on. The concept was 6
Ultimate
amateur
Traveler?
backpackers competing for $12,000 by trying to navigate Indonesian challenges with no knowledge of the country. On this show, it was clear Andrew was the same guy he is now, just not a
But
millionaire.
I mean, getting that
Me and her
exposure at
completely
21,
off
bro,
the
that's
trade-offs. She wants the
huge.
executive class and you know, and a nice hotel, etc. And she expects me to front that with my travel of the week money, but I'm not going to. Chloe's really broke and she keeps dropping hints, but it doesn't matter how many hints she drops. I'm not going to spend money unless I want to.
His brother Tristan,
So he was
who had
always
a
like
very
that from the
similar
beginning,
life
bro.
path, was on
He was like
Shipwrecked,
that.
an island survival reality show. The two became go-tos in Europe reality TV for producers that needed tenacious and cocky young men. He got a shot
Bro, so he's been like that since the beginning, bro. So you can't even knock him. We can't even say he's a character because he's been that shit.
at the ISKA World Light Heavyweight title on a 3-day notice
That's
against
crazy, bro.
Frenchman Jean
To know that he's
Benoit.
been doing,
He
you know,
lost.
shit like that
However,
since-
his team submitted a
since
video
what,
of
he's
the
like 35
fight and
now, right? So like
demanded
14
a rematch
years,
in which he was
15 years?
granted and won the second time by knockout in the 8th round, making him world champion for the very first time.
This is Andrew Tate. I am the ISKA Kickboxing World Champion, the ISKA World's Most Amazing Person. Funny, tall, muscly.
By the time he was 27, he had multiple world titles and successfully defended them. He had a number of different fights in different leagues all around the world, such as Infusion Live, IKF, and ISKA.
This is a world title, and this means that I am the best kickboxer in the world.
So at 27, he was still fighting, right? And I'm guessing it's still good money. But I don't think, you know, he has a Bugatti and shit like that. Bro, when did that shit come into play, bro? Like, that's what I'm thinking about right now. 2010.
Now, because
On
I'm
his
so
shirt.
cool, I actually have 2 world titles at 2 different weights. So while you're best in the world at nothing, you're not even the best in your town at anything.
Bro, I mean, we can't knock him because he's been that way since the beginning, bro. Literally, that shirt says 2010. I don't know if that's 2010, but the same, you know, type of attitude he has now is the same when back then.
I'm the best in the world twice.
Andrew knew he was losing the love for fighting, but he was clearly worried that his life
Yeah,
would
'cause that
spiral
shit,
out
bro,
of
you can't
control
fight
if he
forever, you
didn't
know what I
have
mean?
enough
That's more
money
of a
to
young
keep him from
sport.
being bored.
If I had enough money,
Longevity and your body gives out.
unless I'm a billionaire, I need something that keeps me focused and keeps me occupied in life.
It was time to build his empire. In 2015, he quit fighting to solely focus on making money. He sat down with his brother Tristan and said,
so what,
how can
7
we get
years?
rich? They spent countless hours on YouTube, researching the Federal Reserve, banking institutions, inflation, investing, and how money works. One
So
day
we
while
actually,
scrolling through the internet, he saw an
did a
ad,
deep dive.
Talk to Live Girls Now, which brought him to a live stream where you can communicate with a real woman. He immediately realized the opportunity of creating a webcam business because he conveniently
that's
had
what he-
6 girlfriends in different countries. Evidently, being a world-class athlete gets women very interested in you,
Yeah,
even
no
if you
doubt.
weren't rich. He told them all to fly to London because he had a business proposal.
Wait, he had 6 girlfriends in different parts of the world and he flew them all together? There's no way they fucking... Bro, there's no way they fucking took his apology or whatever, or already stayed with him, bro, right?
When they got there, they all looked
No
at each
fucking
other
way.
shocked. 2 of them felt betrayed and left. 4 of them heard his business plan, and only 2 of them stayed. So
Oh.
it was just the Tate brothers and their 2 girls.
I'm surprised
the
2
girls
even
would
stayed.
do their thing on camera,
Isn't that a fucking actor from Westworld?
chat with the men. They had a keyboard that was unplugged, but Andrew would sit behind the computer off camera and talk to the men in the
Wait, this motherfucker was the one talking to the horny guys and shit, bro. Come on, that's kind of weird, bro. Come on,
live
that's kind of
chat,
weird.
pretending to be the girls.
That's
and they
weird
would
as
do
fuck,
things
bro.
or say things.
That's
in
weird as
exchange
fuck.
for
You talking
money.
to horny men
He
and
said he was
shit?
generating around $3,000 per day.
And once
Damn.
the girls learned they could do it themselves, then I thought, I don't know, I need some more chicks.
In order to grow his business efficiently, he needed to hire women who would offer themselves for his service, but not have the ambition or expertise to build a website, run ads to get traffic.
Yeah, right, because the females could do this shit by themselves, right? What the fuck? Some shit was in my throat, but right, the females can leave at any point. You teach them the skill how to do it themselves. If they're really smart enough, bro, they were like, oh, I don't need to do this shit with you no more, bro. You taught me how to do it. I'm gonna do this shit myself. But you gotta find people who don't have that ambition, bro. And that's what I didn't know, right? Like when I was younger, I thought everybody wanted to do shit for themselves, by themselves, you know, make their own money and shit. Majority of people, bro, they don't have that shit, bro. They just want, you know, work a regular job, go home and do fucking nothing after that, bro. So there's some people with no ambition, and that's the type of people you need to do shit like this, bro. Like those type of
Traffic
people
and
make you
converse
fucking
with
rich.
men online, maintain their finances, pay for the internet, and all the overhead that goes along with running an online business.
A cam girl is much more a therapist than she is a porn star. Like, she can make so much money from showing her tits, whatever, but she makes the big money from making these guys like her, being funny, banter.
Basically, he was building what exists on Twitch today in the hot tub section. At his peak, he had 75 women working for him at 4 different locations.
75?
However, this was a huge mistake.
75, 3,000 a day per girl. Let's do the math on that. 75 times 3,000. What the fuck? There's no way that shit is true, bro. Yeah, there's no way that's true. Never mind. By that math, he would have been making about 7 mil a month.
According
That's
to
not.
him.
There's no way,
75
bro.
women worked for me at the peak of it all. But that was a mistake, because when
It's
you
too
have
much,
a bunch
right?
of girls working for you like that, the only way you can motivate them is with money. When I started, the girls worked for me because they loved me, right? That's the old school pimp game, isn't it?
Downsizing to just 8 women, 4 of which were his girlfriends, and 4 were his brother Tristan's girlfriends, was when
What
they
the
all
fuck,
worked together
bro?
to make the most money they ever had. Since they
Really?
were all motivated,
But 8?
and in his words, in love
That's
with
true.
him, they were able to generate $400,000 per month with his online cam
Damn,
business.
bro.
That when a girl
With
a
8
girl
girls?
worked for me, it was
That much?
50-50. So the girls who loved me and worked for me, my main girlfriends, they'd get probably around 20% of their money. I'd keep 80% of the money they made.
Some people immediately look at this and think, well, he's a pimp, insinuating that these women are afraid of him, and he's forcing them into doing work that they don't want to do.
People have this idea.
That's what I was
that,
gonna
oh, you're-
say, bro. I was like, he's not forcing him to stay with them. You know what I mean? But there are some, you know, most females don't stand up for themselves, or like, you know, they're afraid to say stuff because, you know, like powerful dude, right? Kickboxer and shit. They might have been afraid that he was gonna beat the shit out of them, but yeah, that's tough. I was gonna say he's not forcing them, but he doesn't have to force them, right? They could just be scared to say anything or to do anything.
Pimp, you just get these girls, you say work, and they're scared of you and they just work. It's bullshit. I was doing this in London. A girl could have walked out the door any day, called the police on me any day, and they didn't. They wanted to be with me because they genuinely understood that their life was better if they obeyed me.
Olivia, Jesus Christ. I was the second man she ever in her whole life, man. It hurt her at every moment that I was doing it, but it felt good for me, so who gives a shit?
Andrew uses strong words like obey me, which is what tends to get him in trouble a lot.
Yep.
His strong diction indicates he is totalitarian and dictator-like. But some people argue that he just speaks as clearly and directly as he can. If he said, "My girls trusted my ambition and leadership," people might not be as shocked.
Exactly, bro, right? That's the way he gets the reactions by the word he says, bro. Like I'm saying, he's skilled at talking. He knows what to say to get the right reactions, right? If he were to say, "Oh, you know, the girl she believes in me and she chooses to stay," people won't get as offended as she obeys what the fuck I tell her to do. You know what I mean? That by itself gets a lot more reaction and gets a lot more attention to him.
But when you read what he wrote on his website, it insinuates that his girlfriends were coerced into working for him, and maybe
Coerced?
didn't leave because of fear. I've had over 75 girls work for me, and my business model is different than 99% of webcam studio owners. Over 50% of my employees were actually my girlfriend at the time, and none
That's not
were
a
in
good
the adult
fucking-
entertainment industry before they met me. Sadly, in 2015, Emery Tate
I don't think
passed
that's a good
away
stat, bro.
unsuspectingly
Right?
during a chess
Because they're gonna
match in
catch
California.
feelings.
He was 56
They're gonna
years
get
old.
jealous.
May he
You know
rest
what I
in
mean?
peace.
You know that shit never ends well.
Now retired from fighting, he needs to occupy his time. He gets invited to do the show Big Brother UK for
Wait,
its
is this-
17th season.
are we back?
The format of the show
To a different
is very
timeline?
similar to a typical
Before we started doing the
reality
webcam
series.
thing?
A bunch of contestants in a house. They have to do challenges to maintain a status in the house.
Big
One person gets
Brother.
voted out each week until the last person ends with a
I never
cash
heard of that
prize.
shit, bro.
But we all know the challenges are like 10% of why people watch, and 90% is for the drama, relationships, toxicity, and chaos.
Exactly,
that comes
bro.
with
Jersey
strangers
Shore.
living together.
We
After just
only
7
cared
days
about the
on
drama,
show,
bro.
he was booted off. Andrew says it's because the producers were afraid of a physical altercation taking place, in which obviously Tate would destroy the other men in the house. However,
No
there
chance
was a
of them
video
winning.
made public that shocked a lot of people and got him kicked off the show.
What?
You message one other guy ever again, whether we're together or not. You understand me?
That's bad, bro. What though? No, that's bad, bro. Can't defend that shit. I want to hear him defend this shit, bro. He's gonna try to defend this because I don't know how the fuck you defend this shit, bro. I mean, they're blurring out the girl so we can't see her face, like if she's smiling or if she's like actually terrified. But either way, that's a fucking horrible look.
Again, whether we're together or not. You understand me? You understand me?
Did I say the word listen? Did I say the word listen? Stupid bitch.
Tate said that
What?
part of the
Listen.
You understand me?
Did I say the word listen? Did I say the word listen?
Nah, bro, no. I can't stand for that shit, bro. No. See, for the other one, no, bro, you can't defend that shit at all, bro. He actually slapped the shit out of her, bro, and pulled her hair, like for real.
You understand me?
Did I say the word listen? Did I say the word
No.
listen?
No, bro, can't.
Tate said that a
Nah,
part
there's no defending that shit, bro. There's no defending that shit. That's crazy. Bro, I'm speechless, bro. Like, what the fuck? Nah, that's...
the video was cut out where they were laughing and joking, making him look bad. He also provided a video of the same girl and her response to the outrage on social media, leading people to believe that it was consensual.
Are you gonna do it again? Are you gonna do it like a man this time?
What do you mean like a man this time? Last time I beat you
Pussy last time.
like a pussy.
Yeah.
I beat you so bad I've been called a woman beater all over the f***ing country.
Well, to me that was like a pussy. You need to do it like a real man.
I mean, bro, that is true, though, but I mean, that shit, no, bro. Like, it's tough, bro, because there are females who like that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Who like that rough, actual, fucking rough shit. But, oh, bro, that shit, it's like, fuck, bro, like, right? You put me in the fuck, you put a clip, and you get me to think a certain way, right? And then you put the others. That's why I like Patrick, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he gives you both sides of it. He doesn't put one thing and he doesn't drill that shit into your head and make you believe that's what it is, bro. He gives you both point of views, and you know what I mean? Tries to explain them. So, fuck, that's tough.
Or stop taking a bell off.
Regardless, Tate was increasing his reach. His social media started growing slowly but surely. Twitter became his new vehicle to stay relevant, and the cam business was making him rich. The next major business move
That's a
for
lot
the
of money,
Tate
bro.
brothers was cryptocurrency.
That's a lot of money.
So I was buying Bitcoin when they were $3,000 with my webcam money. Tens of thousands of dollars of Bitcoin. My net worth would be half of what it is if I'd never invested in cryptocurrency. But at the time, I didn't see it as an investment. I was in a world where the people I was dealing with took crypto. It was easier for me to take their crypto than to take big bank payments.
They didn't buy into crypto because they were savvy investors. They insinuated that the business people they were dealing with preferred to use an untraceable and encrypted
shady
payment
shit,
method.
right?
Spending tens of thousands of dollars of Bitcoin led them to getting filthy rich, kind of by accident. For the next couple of years, Andrew casually flaunted his lifestyle on Instagram while being very openly supportive of Donald Trump and the MAGA community. He
Really?
has been seen having dinners and meetings with famous right-wing journalists and politicians. Obviously, this made him a lot of enemies online and became the self-proclaimed king of toxic masculinity.
I did not know that shit.
However, he ran into a major problem that almost destroyed his cam business. Tate owned a 10-bedroom house that became the workspace for these women. He kept food and alcohol in the house so that they could loosen up for work.
The girls used to drink, and this one girl drank too much wine. She threw up everywhere. I told her to clean up. She started giving me some attitude, so I took all her shit, threw out the window. Got her 2 arms, took her ass, put her outside my door.
The girl demanded that he pay her the 1,000 euros that she was owed, and he didn't. Then 3 months later, at 5 o'clock in the morning, the English police raided his house. They took $100,000 worth of electronics, computers, cameras, and phones,
worth of
and opened an
electronics?
investigation on him.
They had a whole
Apparently,
setup
the
in that
woman
crib.
just said that he hit her, and that prompted this raid.
Door comes off the hinge.
And you know, bro, yeah, that's. I mean, still to this day, bro, right? Like, a female can say some false shit, and that shit can ruin your whole fucking life, bro. I think I seen that shit one time in a case, right? It was a college athlete. A girl said he raped her, and it turned out to be false. But like, he lost his entire, athletics career off that shit, bro. Probably even in terms of getting a job, bro. He lost that shit just because some girl fucking made a lie, bro. That's so fuck this. But he's in a different country, right? He's not in the U.S. and shit. So
However,
in the U.S., yeah,
every
that
single
shit's
girl
you're
that was
over.
in the
But
house
in a
defended
different country, I don't know how they
and said
handle
that
that
he
shit.
did not hit her and that she was lying. The woman even admitted to lying about the situation, but it still took him 2 years and $450,000 in
She
legal fees for the
admitted
case
to it, and they
close and for him to
What?
not be charged with any crimes. This situation prompted his move to Romania.
But if she
which was
admitted
the
it, how the
ideal
fuck
place
did-
for him to live for a few different
What the
reasons.
fuck?
People say, why did you live in Romania? And I explain my 5 reasons. One of them is the Me Too era. They go, oh, well, you're a rapist. I say, no, I'm not a rapist. But I like the idea of being able to just say, to do what I want. I like being free.
And I met a police chief, and I told him my story, and he said, well, in Romania, if she doesn't have proof of if she doesn't have physical evidence, then there's no progression. If
So
she
that's
can't
why I
say,
moved
here's a
over
red
there?
mark, or here's where he hurt me, there's no case. And there's word on word. And I said, that makes a lot more sense.
So Romania is absolutely corrupt, but it's a corruption that everyone can participate in. I would much rather live in a country that's corrupt, where I get stopped for speeding and I give them a little bit of money, than a country that's corrupt like America, which says it isn't corrupt. You have to be a billionaire and have a private jet and go to islands to get away with it, you know? Like,
true,
if you're
bro.
going to be corrupt, which every
That's
nation
true.
on earth is, then let every...
U.S. is very, very corrupt. We've seen these stories, right, of all these rich people doing some crazy shit, and then finally now it's coming to light.
Everyone play the game.
It seems like Andrew moved to Romania to participate in a corrupt society. His mindset is that all governments are corrupt. At least in this country, he can be a part of it. So he
GTA
started a new
Romania.
life with new businesses in Romania.
Yo, what the fuck? That's a sick ass. That shit's real? That's a fucking sick ass photo.
There isn't a ton of information about his businesses.
That shit
and
looks
he obviously
sick, bro.
doesn't like to
Like the
talk about
location,
them.
the mountains in the
However,
back
he bought
with
a bunch
that.
of land out there and now
That
cultivates
motherfucker got a
tobacco,
castle?
which he intends on producing his own cigars. He also owns 10% of the RXF, which is basically like the Romanian UFC. Some of the fights, he and his brother Tristan do the
That's a good
English
investment.
commentary.
I never dreamed I'd have that name called out.
That's a good investment, bro.
Show that I was commentating, Andrew.
Around 2017, Andrew decided to ramp up his social media presence, taking to YouTube and Twitter to start sharing his thoughts on the world. The
Tate
very
speech.
first video, Andrew Tate on gun control.
I was back in 2017.
The most knowledgeable human in the world.
That very first sentence set the
So
tone
he's been
for
doing
his
this shit
YouTube
since
career.
2017, but
He
just
started
recently he
posting
started blowing the
vlogs
fuck
to
up.
showcase his lifestyle. Fast cars, women, traveling all over the world. But more notably, he started posting these short videos where he quickly speaks his mind on a variety of random topics. Why real men don't cry, alcohol, top 5 reasons you should never own a cat. Basically,
That's facts though, bro. Don't have a cat.
if you saw a Tate upload, you knew it was going
Fuck
to be a
cats.
farce.
I'm a
Things are evil
vegetarian
as
and I don't
fuck.
eat gluten. Okay, have you achieved anything else in your life? Do you have any actual personality? Are you anything, or are you just a person who doesn't eat meat and doesn't eat bread?
And I hate when I tell people my story, my turbulent story, like, well, you know that air travel is the safest form of travel. Don't come at me with statistics, motherfucker. I know statistics. I do not like, and I will never, ever.
Hey, we seen that shit, bro, recently, right, with the Hassan debate where Hassan was trying to give him some stats and he said, fuck your stats. But I mean, I get his point of view, right? It's like, you can't tell me what I've experienced is wrong just because a fucking piece of paper written by some fucking people who want to write that shit, right? It's like, you know what I mean? There's two types of people, bro. That's all I really want to say about it. Two types of people.
When you put your headphones in and you're walking down the street listening to your music, you are a target.
Some child is outside enjoying their life, playing with toys,
I don't get that shit, bro.
smiling in the sunshine and having fun.
But yet again, we're not getting the full context of these clips.
I hate happiness. I hate happy children.
His over-abrasive delivery makes you wonder if he's just joking or not. These YouTube videos were designed to drive traffic to his website, TateShinkai.net, where he sold a course on how to get girls, a course on how to get in shape, a course on chess,
So he's been selling these
body
courses.
language, and even a course on building your own webcam empire. Everything you would see from a typical YouTube guru. Over time, he started to move outside of the pointless rants and into more serious topics.
My problem with that gentleman is not that he was black. My problem with that gentleman is that he pulled a machete and tried to kill someone in broad daylight.
Think that you, as a person, can save the West and be more powerful than all the information, Google, the media, all the external forces, all these people pushing for America's demise? You don't stand a chance, because I'm a happy, contented individual. And all the people who sit there and tell me, you shouldn't be oh so arrogant, they're the people who are unhappy. You shouldn't be arrogant. You should be like me, a meek, humble piece of shit. Well, I don't want to be like you. You're a fucking loser.
What's interesting is that Andrew didn't talk much about women in relationships.
No, that's true, bro. I mean, I could, if you come from nothing and you make it to something, bro, you have 100% right to flex and all that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I got no problem with that. I'm not saying I would ever do that shit, but like, you know, like you got 100% right to do that shit, bro. When you come from nothing and you make something out of yourself, bro, that shit is hard, bro. I don't think most people understand how hard it is to come from fucking nothing and to be something, bro. That shit is rare. So anybody who does that shit has the right to, you know, talk their shit.
Much in the beginning of his YouTube career.
Whether
Sure,
I
he
agree
had a
with it or
video
not,
here
I
and
gotta
there
respect
about his
it.
views, but most of his videos were focused on money, success,
What am I at,
and the
28
mindset
minutes?
to get there. However, these types of videos typically are associated with the YouTube pickup artist, the ladies' man. As time went
Those
on,
shits are
Andrew's
so fake,
followers
bro.
requested that he give advice on women, male and female roles, and how he's able to have success with women.
Girls run their mouth. I just start beating the out of them, not even having sex. They love it more than ever. They like it more. The less sex you have with them, the better.
I have nothing to talk to women about besides either sleeping with them or... Wait. Yeah, that's it. Men are trying to get laid, so they
Bro, this dude is funny as fuck, bro. We can't deny that shit.
pretend to be friends with the girl, hoping that one day she'll get drunk enough and let them fuck her.
Obviously, his bold statements and opinions
Make
ruffled
women-
feathers.
make
It was
women
the type of
great
content
again.
that attracted a lot of anti-women incels. But
Did he
a lot
sell
of his
that shit,
fans see
bro?
the
He would've
truth
made
in
some
his
money selling that
statements
shit now.
Despite his bold delivery.
He should make that
started
shit
getting
now,
more
bro. He
attention
would
from
make
YouTubers
hella
like
money
Mr.
off that
GG
fucking,
and Leon Lush, making
that app.
commentary videos about him. Comedian Tom Segura and his wife Christina P would react to his videos very often on their podcast, with their reactions getting hundreds of thousands of views. However, that only helped him grow more. The War Room launches. The War Room global network in which exemplars of individualism work to free the modern man from socially induced incarceration. In 2019, it only cost $500 to get in. Today, it costs $5,000 to get in. So who could possibly be in the network that would make it worth this much
Wait,
money?
is that a month though? Or is that a yearly like subscription thing, bro? Because that's a month. That's fucking insane.
Well, there's author Bobby Dino and Iggy, master of spells and shadows. The War Room in Miami looked like some powerful congregations. It's pretty unclear as to what they actually do.
Making money is easy. You just take it from somebody.
It's kind of like a country club.
That's
you
true,
get next
bro.
to other people with
If you
money,
really think
but
about it,
that
that's
doesn't
true.
necessarily guarantee you success. The biggest and most notable business
It's
he's
trading money
associated
with
with
people.
are the 15 casinos he opened up in Romania.
You work a
Unfortunately,
job,
because of the
you're
pandemic,
trading your time
his
for
casinos
money.
closed down just 3 months after they
You sell a
opened.
car, whatever.
The first thing is I own
You're
two
trading the
casinos
car
in
for
Romania.
money.
3 brothers, mafia guys. They own 400 casinos throughout Eastern Europe. I came up to them and said, look, I want to do a franchise with you. They said, we're not interested in franchises. We have enough money. We just open them ourselves. We turn over 10 million euros a day. Why do I need your franchise?
10
Eventually, I
million
came
a
up with a
day?
plan. I said, look,
Fuck.
how about this? I'll open up your locations directly next to your biggest competitor. Worst case, the location doesn't pay any money, but at least it takes money from your competitor. I'll give you a percentage of turnover, so even if it doesn't make profit, you make money. I'll take all the financial risk.
I'm not sure what casinos they are, but just by a quick Google search, it seems like a ton are still closed in Romania. So he's been paying rent, and they haven't been open for potentially 2 years. The pandemic impacted businesses around the world.
Yeah.
Everyone was facing some serious
everything was shut
financial
down
pressure.
for a long
So
ass
Andrew
time,
needed a
bro.
way to come up with a new cash flow method. Hustlers University 2.0 was born.
Stop being so nice to women.
What?
Never equal turned on or attracted to you. I know you want women to be wildly attracted to you, to approach
Why
you first, to win.
did this shit get advertised
at the
to us,
dating
bro?
game and beat
A
out
female saying the shit
all
he's
the
saying?
other
Come on,
girls
bro. Now
This
she
was a
knew what the fuck she was
no-nonsense
doing,
crash
advertising
course on
the
how to
Andrew
get
Tate
rich
video.
fast and be
Smart.
successful in business, taught by a multimillionaire.
In Hustlers University 2.0, we teach about fast money. I don't teach you how to save more money in a stagnant pool, because that's the way, listen, if you do that, you're always going to be poor.
Hustlers University and the War Room seem
I
to
agree with
provide
that,
the
bro.
same information as to how to make money online.
I don't
The War
save
Room
money to
just
leave in my
hosts meetings
fucking,
in the
account and shit. I
physical
save
world
money
and
to
costs
invest it into other
$5,000.
shit.
We
To making
help
more
people
money.
get multiple
Cash flow.
passports and multiple residencies and multiple bank accounts, because I believe your number one priority as the world reopens should be getting as many passports and residencies as possible, because slavery is absolutely coming to the world.
The university costs $50 per month and will teach you 18 modern wealth creation methods to get rich quick. These methods are so that you can escape the matrix.
So any form of oppression no longer applies to me. I can't be canceled. My finances are secure. I've escaped the matrix. And when I talk about the matrix, it primarily applies to men, because men are the backbone of the slave force.
In order to effectively promote this business, he needed to take to social media.
That's true, bro.
Andrew
Right,
realized
the workforce,
producing his own
right? That's what it
content was
means.
too limiting. He
That's
needed
true.
to collaborate with people who already had followings and platforms. He shows up, talks shit, entertains people, and promotes his course. So he does a media tour. Some key podcasts that helped him were the Fresh and Fit podcast.
He's on Fresh
who are
and
known
Fit.
in what is
Of course
called
he, bro.
the
Why didn't?
manosphere,
Of
which
course
is
he
a
would have
group
been
of
Fresh on
content
Fit. I need to
creators
react to
who have
that
very
shit.
strong opinions on men and women gender roles.
I feel like that would have been a great
Typically admire
podcast,
and
bro.
praise the traditional way of male and female dynamics. Man works, pays the bills, women raises the kids. Fresh and Fit are probably the biggest and most culturally relevant of all the podcasts in this media tour. They absolutely obsessed over Tate, fawned over him.
Of
Now
course,
3 of their
bro.
biggest podcast
Of
episodes
course they
ever
fucking
are with
probably-
Andrew. And
No.
he got adopted by that community. Another one that helped him a lot was Your Mom's House with Tom Segura, where Tom was genuinely laughing at Tate's jokes and genuinely agreeing with his ideals. Tom praised his comedy, which is a huge cosign from
Bro, right? That's what people don't understand, bro. This dude is funny as fuck, right? He's a comedian, bro. I'm pretty sure he knows what he's doing. I mean, I know he knows what he's doing, right? But like, people don't understand what he's actually doing. They take all this shit to heart. Think he's fucking serious, bro. He's entertaining you to get your attention, because he gets your attention and be like, hey, check out this guy. He's saying all this crazy shit. They do the same to their friends. You know, it's just, bro, he knows exactly what he's doing, and that shit's working.
Stand-up comedian.
You're
People
so
are
rich,
fucking
but
falling
you're
for
smart,
it.
and you're actually very intelligent, and I know you'd get really bored of a robot. And I'm sitting there thinking, bitch, I wish to God you were a robot. You better shut the fuck up. We talk about star signs? Oh yeah, I'm so glad. Tell me more about by Sagittarius rising. So I've had this argument with a feminist before. She's like, oh well, we've never tried matriarchies. We've only tried patriarchies. Blah blah blah. And I said, listen, bitch.
Some people thought this was all a character. Some people hated him for his abrasive
I think it's
and
just an
misogynistic
exaggeration,
takes.
but I don't think
Some
he's
people
putting a
praised
character.
him for being the ultimate alpha male. The combination made him an unstoppable force. His follower counts were rising significantly. In December 2021, he had 6,000 students paying him $50 per month on Hustlers University.
That's a lot of money.
$300,000
Yeah,
per month.
that's a lot of money,
That's
bro.
not bad. Today, he has
Shit.
110,000 students
Damn.
paying $50 per month. That is
$130K?
$5.5 million per month.
What the fuck, bro?
$66 million per year, all profit. He says
And
this
that's-
course isn't about money.
And that's just from that one shit, bro. Not even the casinos, not the other shit, bro. Just from that alone, that's some fucking money, bro.
It's just him genuinely trying to better people's lives. He says, I already have money. I don't need money. It's the perfect sales pitch.
Yep.
Now, nobody who signs up will think they're getting scammed. He said his brother makes about $300,000.
I mean, people are still
per month
gonna
on his
think he's
OnlyFans
scamming this shit,
management
bro, but I
business.
mean-
His 15 casinos have a ton of overhead costs. On top of being closed
it's
for 2
easier,
years,
right,
they would have to be in the heart of
to
Las
sign up for
Vegas
some
to
shit when they
pull
say,
anywhere near
oh,
$1
I'm
million
already
per
rich.
month. His
I don't need
online
that shit.
course
You know what I
is
mean?
more than likely his most successful business
Yeah.
he has ever built. His
Probably.
course was all built on the idea of getting rich like him. And he was rich before, but $300,000 per month and $5 million
that's
per
a
month
bro,
are way different levels.
huge.
Now he is filthy rich.
Yup.
So am I suggesting he
He's
made millions
wealthy,
of
bro.
podcast appearances?
He's wealthy.
Well, not exactly, but he did make a very key change in his approach that changed everything. He instructed the members of the War Room to blow him up on social media. This is how. He went on as many podcasts and talk shows as he possibly could. While he was there, he performed. He told his members to clip as many segments as they could, edit them up a little bit, make an Andrew Tate page on TikTok, YouTube, or whatever social media, and post the clips as if it was him posting. The clips constantly went viral because
so that's why he's everywhere, bro. That's why. Right? You have 130,000 people in your shit. Let's say just 10% start making those videos, bro. That's a lot of fucking publicity, bro. You know what I mean? That's no wonder. So that's why he blew up everywhere recently,
Andrew
bro.
has an official YouTube and official Instagram, not even a Twitter anymore. Some students have TikTok accounts with hundreds of thousands of followers from simply clipping his podcast appearances. In their bio of their pages, they will have an affiliate link to the Hustlers University course. If someone signs up through their link, they get 10% of the first month sign-up fee, which is $5. So thousands of students are reposting his content, getting hundreds of thousands of followers, millions of views, absolutely flooding every algorithm on every social media.
So it's only for a month though? Like, after that month is up, they stop entirely getting any commissions at all? It's interesting, bro.
With videos of him, making him insanely famous. Then when they get that attention, they use it to promote his course, in which they make $5 one time, and he makes $45, then $50 a month every month after. Literally, all these people are grinding for him for maybe a $5 sign up. And if nobody signs up, Andrew still benefits because his fame and relevance is skyrocketing. But like I said,
bro, that is genius marketing, bro. Whether you like him or not, bro, you can't deny that type of marketing, bro, right? You're getting people to fucking make nonstop content of you, post it everywhere. Even if you give them, what the fuck is that, like, what's that, like, 10%, right? What you make, bro, you earn so much more with the publicity that you get from that shit, bro. And it's only for a month, so after that month, you know, you get the full profit, bro. That's smart as fuck, bro.
110,000 signups, $5 million per month. His plan is working exactly the way he wanted it to.
I mean, it's kind of a scam, right? If we're being honest, that shit's kind of a scam because after your initial signups and after that month, you're not getting shit and he's still getting everything. But if he's actually teaching shit in his course, then, you know, it might be worth it. Because people still, like, you know, people could quit and shit or can cancel it, but if he retains that much audience, then maybe it's not total bullshit, you know what I mean? He might actually be teaching shit inside of the course. If he's actually teaching people how to do, you know, the wealth creation methods, then that's good because it's a win-win for them, right? And for you. But if it's they're mostly making money just of the fucking the signups and commissions, that shit's a fucking scam.
You're existing inside of a system which is deliberately rigged to make the rich richer and for the poor to stay poor.
Yeah, that's true.
The average amount of money the person makes in their first month is only $300. Doesn't matter. It costs you $50 to join. After 3 months, $150 commitment, the average amount of money created by each individual is over $1,800.
So his modern making money fast techniques lead to an average of $300 in the first month, a whopping $250 profit.
Is that guaranteed though? I don't think that's guaranteed, right?
In 30 days. That's $8 per day or $1 per hour. And after 3 months, you'll average $1,800. That's $1,650 profit. Jump up to $18 per day or $2.25 per hour.
You can't just save money in a stagnant pool. You need to learn how to get fast money.
First month is only $300.
And buy the right things quickly.
First month is only $300.
So you can buy more.
So according to his averages, working at McDonald's is a 7 or 8 times faster money-making method than his course.
Right? If that's the cap, right? 18 a month, bro, that's fucking garbage. You know what I mean? If you're putting work every day, then yeah, getting a fucking job at McDonald's is gonna pay you way more than that shit. But see, I feel like that's where you fucked up, right? 300 first month, people aren't gonna want to do that shit. You know, that's too little money because most people give up right away, and then 3 months later, it's 1,800. So 5 times, six times the growth. I mean, there's no way that's sustainable, right? For months and months and months to get 6 times X, there's no fucking way. So I don't know, bro.
If you try to do any research on what the course entails, it's all videos of other people who are saying positive things about the course so that you will sign up using their affiliate link and they get paid.
We know the affiliate,
so we don't
right?
really know how valuable the information is inside the course. He was arrested. On April 11th, 2022, the Romanian police responded to an alleged kidnapping that 2 women were being held against their will in Andrew Tate's house and being forced into sex. One of those women was American. The police were alerted by officials of the US Embassy in Romania. The brothers were arrested, the house was searched, but nothing really happened and they were released. The report says that there is an ongoing investigation looking into a potential human trafficking case with these men. The Tate brothers said that the American girl's boyfriend got jealous that she was at their mansion, and he called the cops lying, saying that she was held against her will.
I get about 50 to 100 DMs on Instagram a day from women.
Yeah, please kidnap me.
Hot women.
Please.
Will you kidnap me? Smiley face.
Tate fans say, well, if they were actually doing those crimes,
I mean, unless they're convicted, right? Like, innocent until proven guilty,
they would be in jail. Whereas other people point out that a human trafficking investigation could take many, many years to conduct. Some people think he's guilty because of his suspicious ways of recruiting women to work for his cam business, on top of Tate's convenient reasons why he wants to live in Romania.
So Romania is absolutely corrupt. It's a corruption that everyone can participate in.
To say, no, I'm not fucking pissed. But I like the idea of being able to just say to do what I want.
Laws don't really apply to you. If they made a law in the UK I was unhappy with, I'd just leave. And if they made a law in Romania where I live I'm unhappy with, I would just leave.
One thing that Andrew Tate is not,
that's a good point, though.
He knows how to sell the dream. He knows how to say things that people want to share.
Like I said, bruh, I know people are gonna think he's guilty, innocent, whatever. Until the court, decides and shit. Even though the court, most of the time, bro, we seen that shit all the time here in America, that the court is not always fucking, right, bro. They do the wrong shit, but I mean, until they get a sentence or conviction or whatever, I'm not gonna agree or disagree if he's innocent or guilty.
He's had constant viral videos talking about how governments manipulate and control people, how they put lies into citizens' heads and create false realities. The Matrix.
The most valuable thing on the planet today is human capital. Even the people at the very, very top echelons of life, all they care about is controlling people.
The only way to escape the Matrix is to follow him and do what he says. He studied exactly what he claims the Western world does. He understands it and then implements those exact strategies he claims to loathe directly back to the people that love and support him. So now they are controlled by his Matrix. But remember, Andrew Tate is
exactly what he just said.
It was good, but
He's
I don't ever feel like I'm
group of people.
satisfied. Food means nothing when you're rich. It's too cheap.
Any man who sits and says that sex is great or sex is fun just clearly hasn't had enough sex, because sex is boring. Sex is a chore.
He's so rich, he doesn't even get fulfillment from
Bro,
food.
is that crazy to say that that's agreeable with? You know what I mean? Like, bro, I think that shit's hella overrated, bro. You know what I mean? There's so much more to fucking life than just having sex, bro. And there's literally dudes, bro, who would throw everything away and shit, right? They could have a solid career, or like building towards a solid career, and just become fucking lazy. You know what I mean? And complacent over some pussy, bro. And that shit's fucking, bro, to me that shit makes no fucking sense, bro. That shit's overrated.
Money means nothing.
Like, it's cool and all, but bro,
over and over again, he wants to conquer.
I mean, I value other things besides that shit. You know what I mean?
More powerful. You don't want money, you want power.
The only thing left for you to decide
true, bro.
is if he's really trying
I feel like
to
every
better the
man,
lives of
right,
others
who wants to
and
be
allow them
rich
to
really
escape the
wants power.
Matrix. Is he using the same exact brainwashing tactics the elite use on his own followers and living life like a reckless mafia boss? Or is this all just one long scheme for him to make another dollar and cure his boredom?
Because
That's
I'm
a
not
great
built to live a normal existence.
point
I
of view.
can't do it. I couldn't just have a kid with some girl and sit at home and work a little bit and relax. I've never relaxed my entire life. I don't know what relaxing is. It's just not me.
Bro, we gotta give a clap to Patrick CC, bro. This was an amazing video. Like I said, I really like watching him because he gives you all the point of views. He doesn't drill you into one specific way, right? Where like most of the other things we've seen, right? It's like, of course, Andrew's gonna point you in his direction and drill into your head that he's right. And then when the people debating him, they're gonna point you in their direction and point that he's right. Patrick doesn't do that shit, bro. Like, he gives you both sides. He gives you both perspectives and point of views, and he lets you, make up your own shit. This was a great video. You guys let me know what you guys think. Also, what do you think, guys? This was a great video. You guys let me know what you guys think down below. Also, what do you guys think about Andrew? Andrew, you know what I mean? Like, do you guys support the shit he does or like the things he says? Like, me personally, I don't support or hate on him, but I get what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like, I understand his game plan, bro. And whether I like him or not, bro, I gotta say that he's executing that shit, bro, to perfection. You know what I mean? And he tells everybody, bro. Like he says that shit, but most people don't pick it up, right? Like most people just, they hear the crazy shit and that's all that runs in their head, bro, rent free. But they don't actually listen to what the fuck he's saying and what he's actually trying to do, which just runs over people's head, bro. And all these fucking people trying to debate him and shit, you know what I mean, bro? They're just giving him more of a platform, bro. Like on Twitch shit, right? Like XQC, and he tries to debate him. All he did was give him more of a platform, a bigger audience, more reach, you know what I mean? More fans and shit. The same with Hassan. Hassan trying to make him look bad and shit, debate him, bro. All you're doing is giving him more followers. Any publicity is good publicity, bro. There's no bad. But I mean, yeah, bro, it's late as fuck. It's 12:30, you know what I mean? I'm tired of shit. So that's gonna do it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.